Welcome back to the show. This is KDS Reviews. There's no big movie coming out this week, so let's get back to some physical media that I was able to pick up lately. First one here is David Niven's Casino Royale. Now this really is a parody of James Bond because the character here that David Nivens is playing actually is James Bond. But to confuse their enemy, Smirch, I believe? Yeah. They give the name James Bond to 4 or 5 different agents here. Maybe the real James Bond ought to do that now. And they'll explain why I get all these different actors playing James Bond. That's Casino Royale. Up next, here's one that I have, but I don't have this 2-disc special edition. That's Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. Now, this is actually a pretty good action flick. This is, to me, it's as interesting to me as Terminator 2. To me, when they made this one right here, they really should have just stopped right there. It's gone as far as it can go. This is actually a pretty good movie right here. But this is a bonus disc and it has 2-disc bonus set. And it's got the making of, a documentary here. Let's see what we got here. Got a little booklet here. A few little pictures here going on. And of course the disc here, the movie. And then the bonus movie in there. Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. Another good underrated film here. Here's one that I haven't seen so long that when I watch this movie, it's going to be a brand new movie. It's called The World's Fastest Indian. The story of this motorcycle right here. It stars Anthony Hopkins right here, where he's doing this record-breaking land, the fastest motorcycle that there is. I haven't seen this movie in so long. This is going to be a brand new movie to me. When I saw it, I was like, wow. I remember seeing this movie back in the 70s, if I'm not mistaken. And I thought I would give it a shot here, or pick it up, because like I said before, you can't hardly find any movies here. Really can't find any movies here where I live at. Here's one here where I talked about this on the last physical hall episode that I did. IMAX Hubble telescope. When they send the shuttle, which is the Discovery, I believe, no, the Atlantis, to go out and repair the Hubble telescope right here. I remember when this actually happened. It was pretty good. It was a documentary here. It's made for IMAX also. So I figured I'd get this right here. This would be a good one to use to show your big screen TV and the Dolby Atmos sound system that I have. But even then, I still like documentaries before. Like I said, I think I've convinced myself I'm going to do a show where I'm just talking about documentaries. IMAX Hubble. Here's another one, another documentary right here. This is a good one right here to me that I have, that I've seen most of it, not all of it, but The Men Who Built America. This is a really good documentary. It tells the story of like Vanderbilt, Rockefeller and so forth. The men that built the United States to be this big industrial giant that it is. It's on the History Channel here. And I remember seeing not all of it, but some of it. But then when I found this actually at Goodwill for like $1, I said, well, I'm going to get this right here. These, like I said before, these physical movies, they're disappearing big time in this town. The Men That Built America. The back there, right there. And here's a genre here that I really don't have a whole lot of, but I figured I'd pick this up anyway. It's got some bunch of movies on it. It's the Heroes of the Old West. It's got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 movies on here, like The Rider of the Whistling Skull, McClintock, Sagebrush Trail, Wildfire, a bunch of John Wayne movies right here. Like I said, it was only like $5 for it. I figured I'd pick it up anyway and give it a shot. That's Heroes of the Old West. This is KDS Reviews. Remember, KDS Reviews is seen every Wednesday and every Sunday. If you like this type of content, then like, subscribe, and share. If you've been able to pick up some physical movies yourself, why don't you comment down below? Or maybe there's some you're looking for. This is KDS Reviews, and I'll see you in the next video.